How righteous is this? Hello, girls and boys. This is Josh, and you are watching. How righteous is this? Hello, gals and guys. This is Josh, and you're watching Guitars Ruin Lives. I am starting my tone journey. Yeah, I'm starting my tone journey, my tone quest. Which is a weird thing to say when you've been playing guitar for 20 years and been playing electric guitar for at least 17, 18, something like that. I've probably owned, I know I have owned at least 50 guitars. I've probably owned closer to 80 and maybe more. Most of those have been electrics because that's where the insanity of swapping seems to come in. And yet I haven't started my tone quest, and here's what I mean by that. I hate spending time and money, especially on fucking pedals, on cables. Who wants to spend your time or your money thinking about cables? And I know there's actually an answer to that. Also, you people are crazy. I've been crazy enough with just guitars. I don't like thinking about amplifiers, right? But the payoff, or rather the cost, has been that I don't really like playing electric guitar that much. I like the physical sensation of doing it, and I like the process, and I like the zone out that I get. It's basically escapism. Guitars Ruin Lives, get it? I've been escaping for 20 years. But I don't really love the sound of the electric guitar, because what you're really hearing is a speaker, and there's very few times for myself or anybody else playing when I've heard an electric guitar and actually felt this is a pleasant sound. This is like a rich, enjoyable sound. Anything like the way of hearing a cello, sometimes acoustic guitar, although rarely. I just don't think the guitar sounds that great. Can I be real about that? Cello is number one, voice certainly, bass, electric bass, closer, but acoustic bass, upright bass, banjo, very enjoyable to listen to, open back banjo. Guitars just don't sound that great. Can I be real? I just don't like the sound that much. So trying to improve that feels like such a long game with such limited returns. I just haven't wanted to get into it. I mean, if you see me looking all shifty, it's because I can't remember which end the camera's on. I think it's there. Is that right? Hey y'all. So I'm gonna start. It keeps me from playing as much as I want to, and it keeps me from enjoying as much as I want to, certainly, because I don't want to have to spend $8,000 and 8,000 hours to try and get a sound that I like. But I'm kind of starting. It's going to be half-assed. Am I about to run out and buy some fucking $400 pedal? Fuck no. God, that is stupid. I'm not sorry. That is, like, if you've just got it like that and you can afford 5 of them at one time without affecting your ability to pay your bills, then that's fine. That's called being able to afford it. I can't. And if I could, I wouldn't, because that seems about as dumb as buying a new car. I'm not into that. I like used things. I like things that have already lost most of the value they're going to lose. There are some exceptions, but I like great gear that I can get at a value that is good to me, that I know that I can get back out of it and more. Here's a great example. So we're going to play with my Blazer. This is a Strat. It's an S-type guitar, but it's a lot more flexible sonically than a normal Stratocaster. It's also 10 times the guitar that almost every Stratocaster I've ever played is, including my 1989 Lake Placid Blue Stratocaster that's so very beautiful from Japan. It's just not that great of a guitar compared to this. It's a fine guitar, but it's just not shit compared to this thing. So I'm gonna make some noise, and that's really the big thing. That's the announcement. So if you have recommendations of pedals that I could try, you want to send me a pedal, like there's a cool idea in there for sure where we swap, you lend me a pedal for however long and I'd give you some lessons where I pretend to know something about playing guitar. That'd be real cool, all right? This is my MPEG. We're gonna do a review video on that a while from now because I ain't never done it. And this is the guitar. Also, I know my audio sucks. I'm gonna do something about that sometime. Keep hassling me. Hassle me. All right. That's my bridge pickup tapped. We're gonna untap it. This is such a beautiful guitar. Now let's do the next natural thing and put a big muff on. Turn the juice down, turn the tone up, try and get a little clarity out of this. And we're going to throw in a blues driver. And here, mentally, I've arrived. This is also why I play guitar, by the way, is so I can understand things about myself, because I process things differently when I'm playing guitar. I've arrived at the punchline, which is the reason I've mostly not gotten into pedals and amp madness and all that stuff is because I feel out of control. That's what I just realized. So obvious as soon as I think it, and even more so as soon as I say it. Right now I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, this sounds pretty good, this is cool, right? But now what just happened, my dependence on gear level just went from, I need an amp that works, and a power supply that works, and a cable that works, and a guitar that works, and strings. That was the end of what I needed out of my gear. And as soon as I start thinking, oh, but this sounds cool, now I need another power supply that works, not another, but one for my pedals. I got all these pedals, I need them to work, I need to get them to the gig, I need my cables to work, I need all of this shit to happen. So that stresses me out big time. I am OCD, I like minimalism, I like as little as I can possibly get by with. Big subscriber to 5 Watt World, go give Keith some love at 5 Watt World. I'm gonna end up buying one of them mugs one time, maybe it was a mug swap. Anyway, yeah, I'm definitely going to try and haggle over some merch on a site that I love. That's what I'm gonna do, because I got the Gary V madness. Anyway, I'm dependent on all this shit, so I'm entertaining the idea that maybe it's worth that kind of insanity to be able to enjoy something that sounds as cool as this right here. I had fun. I hope you did. This is my Blazer. My tone quest has begun. God, this sounds like a bad idea.